This is Jay Cams for HouSeductive TV, and today we're lucky enough to be joined by Melbourne's very own Kalus. Kalus, how are you, mate?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, mate. I'm great. Now, this sudden, I'm always great. Jay Cam's always a bit too excited. I don't know why. But this sudden hype for the Kalus sound, is it a bit overwhelming, especially with your new track, Jump?
It's definitely been pretty overwhelming. Like, I haven't expected that kind of response from just the public and just in general, just the club goers. So it's been overwhelming and it's been exciting as well. You
get like 16-year-olds, 15-year-old kids that are upcoming DJs and they're really trying to make a name for themselves, and they're messaging you saying, "Oh, I love your track, I love your track." Do you think to yourself, how do these kids get that track?
Well, I mean, definitely. I mean, them being at high school, and I remember when I was 15, and I don't remember ever sort of having an interest in where music's played in a nightclub where they're not allowed to go to. So it's something to get used to, but at the same time, just having that support and that response doesn't matter where it comes from,
Any gigs that are coming up?
Wow, Saturday nights, and I've got a couple of in-state gigs coming up. Yeah, some really exciting things coming up. So yeah, good times.
Exactly. Well, at least you're going to enjoy some better weather during those gigs.
Mate, I can't wait to get a bit more sunshine to my life again.
Beautiful. Well, you need a bit of sunshine because I hear that Kalus literally spends 24 hours a day in the studio. Tell us a bit about the studio work.
Probably a mild exaggeration, but not far off it. I probably spend, sometimes I spend up to 12 hours, 14 hours in a day in the studio, but basically I love being in the studio. It's my passion, so probably I'd say I spend at least 50 hours a week working on stuff. So I've got set out goals of what I want to do on a weekly basis. So studio-wise, I've just got some pretty exciting things like this coming up. Wawa, 3rd birthday, I'm doing a live show with Rudy, who does the vocals for Dirty South, TV Rock, like Let It Go, Open Your Heart, In the Air. So we're basically doing him singing over more of the kind of the tougher Melbourne beat as opposed to that more, festival kind of house. So really exciting. I mean, we're hopefully going to be touring after that, sort of nationally and maybe even overseas in Ibiza next year.
Nice. Well, tell us a bit about Lab 22 now.
Lab 22 is my studio, which I run with my close mate and business partner Noel from Wawa Lounge, and basically it's a creative den where we just write music, hang out, get ideas together, do the occasional studio job here and there, but basically it's just it's just a hub for us, where we do all our work.
Beautiful. Now, where do you actually get inspiration when it comes to studio work and your productions?
It's hard to draw from inspirations when you get locked into the studio. So quite often I'll go listen to what's happening overseas, my favourite artists, watch footage, try and get as much as possible to festivals, especially when they're internationals here, like when Sven Vath's here or Richie Horton, because like a lot of my favourite music comes from that whole house, Detroit house, techno stuff. So I love to go and see what they're doing, keep up to date with them, and then once you see what everyone else is doing, you bring it back to the studio and you sort of open your eyes a bit more. So that's where I get my inspiration from, and also Melbourne. Like, Melbourne's kicking ass at the moment, so just all the talented guys.
Now, what's your favourite dance track of all time? I know it's a bit of a question on the spot.
No, Delirium Silence. It's in my head because I'm doing a remix for it just to play it elsewhere this Friday night. So always has been my favourite. Every single time I listen to it, never gets old. So yeah, without a doubt, number one.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Kalus.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Couple of questions to finish off. We always finish off with a few quirky questions at HouSeductive. Yeah. That's how we roll. If you're on a deserted island, what CD would you take with you? If you had a Walkman, obviously.
Well, I reckon there'd be two. Now, I do love Tracy Chapman, and that's got to do with my dad and growing up. Give me one reason to stay here. Oh, I'll turn right back around. Probably her album, and I'd have to probably take with me an old favourite Ministry of Sound Chill Out album, which had like Everything But the Girl and Tracy in My Room. So that's actually another one of my favourite tracks. So yeah, that's about it, I reckon.
Now, totally random question. What would you do with 1,000 ping pong balls?
Have you seen the movie Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
Yeah, I have.
The young Chinese lady who can shoot him across the bar. Probably find her and have a bit of fun watching her work with 1,000 ping pong balls.
Shit. He didn't just say that. He did not just say it.
Sorry, Mum.
Well, we actually have a surprise for you then.
Yeah.
We actually have a surprise for you. Now, Mars is our assistant, as you saw in the other interviews. Mars, ping pong balls are down there. Yes, that's right. We have 1,000 ping pong balls for you. Okay, not quite 1,000. Thank you, Mars. But look, we run a tight budget here at HouSeductive. Okay, so it was hard to get 1,000 ping pong balls, but here's 120.
120.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can fit 120.
You can't fit 120.
Sorry,
Tell you what, we might play a game of ping pong. We'll see how good he is at ping pong.
Pretty good actually. My backhand's strong, you know what I mean?
Kalus, once again, thank you so much for coming on the show. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Chat soon.
You're with Kalus on HouSeductive TV with my boy J Cams.